Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with a devotional. I'll be coming out of the Quran, out of chapter 22, section 5, verses 34 through 38. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to deal with your consequences, good or bad. None of us get away from that. You might have issues that you deal with for the rest of your life. But if you come over to God's team with it, He'll help you get through it. You don't have to be perfect. And love yourself. Because if you love yourself, if no one else loves you, if you love yourself, you'll be okay. Never give up on yourself. Never. If you lost everything you have, if you have yourself, you have everything. You can always rebuild. I'm really sorrowful, you know. I'm so sorrowful. And I want you to know that I'm against this war. I've been against it. I'm against all wars. Any war. And so just know everybody here in the States is not for war. We're not, and the representation that you're seeing isn't a reflection of everybody. Please know that. But I understand that, it's a lot going on out here. There's only so much us little people can do, So we have to try to manage it and get through it the best we can, and navigate through these systems the best we can. And I'm here, I did a testimony for the, when I was reading the Bible, the lessons for the Bible. And I've been targeted. People have tried to literally kill me. I'm going to say the word. Take me out. They follow me. Harass me. They've used mind control, meaning when I say mind control, I'm talking about people use dark arts. Okay, that's why I'm against it, because I think that's cowardly. So I'm not coming to you from an empty space. I'm coming to you from a space of understanding and wanting better for people. Okay, I'm hardcore. I'm a Westerner, but we grew up hard. Where I'm from, we grew up hard, but honest. They don't show you stuff like that. But when you see me, you get to see a different part of the United States, okay? I'm from the Midwest, but I live in the South right now. So I'm coming from a whole different perspective than maybe some of the other parts of the country. But we're not all bad. We're not. And a lot of us are not in agreement with what's wrong. I'm the type of person, wrong is wrong and right is right. Simple as that. People know when they're doing things wrong, and they know when they're doing things right. I don't care who you are or what your status is. If you're a good person, you're a good person. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person. I'm against bad people. Especially when they try to hurt innocent people. So I'm devoted my life to stand up for them and to try to give you information. And by doing that, I put myself in jeopardy, my life in jeopardy because of that. This is real. I wouldn't come out here and record this if I wasn't telling the truth. I don't have any reason to lie, because the one thing I'm not is a liar. And my testimony is so horrific. It's, it's a lot. But people, they look at me and they think whatever they think. I've been through a lot. I'm glad to be here. People literally, not just once, a lot at times in my life. But I'm still here. So guess what? I'm like, whatever at this point. I'm going to stand on God's team, because when he's ready for me to leave, I'll leave. But I'm going to serve him all the way through. And if it means hurting some people's feelings and trying to help, people to see who they really are and recognize that God is real. They're real, regardless of their names, whatever we call them. There's good and there's bad, whatever they are, their names are. And I'm here not to try to talk down. What you see, that's how I am. I try to explain myself. I'm like a coach, I'm like a coach that pushes you. They talk crap to you and make you push you. But I'm trying to be funny too. I don't always smile when I'm being funny. But it's to drive you to become a better person, the best you can be. And I have proven results, though, when I do stuff. I'm going to just tell you straight. Whenever I go to do anything, I have results. Have I failed at a few things? Yes. But mostly I win when I set my mind to do something. I don't know everything, but when I set my mind to do something, I'm going to try to find out what it takes to get whatever it is I need to get done. I want you to know that I love you people and I care about you. This isn't a joke for me, and I've been like this as a child, coming all the way up. I'm a humanitarian. I devoted my life to helping, to serving, until I retired. But now I do this because the heavenly host called me to do it, so I'm going to do it. I'm not going to turn my back on God. Now, I'm talking stuff to the heavenly host because I go through a lot. Y'all don't even understand. And I have to just take deep breaths, and because people try to literally destroy me. And I'm like, why? Because I said something that made you uncomfortable? If I'm saying something that's making you uncomfortable, then that's what you need to look at within yourself. It starts with you. Once you heal yourself, it's gravy after that. It's in your mind, but we don't have time for that. I'm a social scientist. I studied that, but I also love God. But let me go on before it's too long. Section 5, sacrifices. And for every nation, we appointed acts of devotion that they might mention the name of Allah on what he has given them of the cattle, quadrupeds. So your God is one God, therefore to him should you submit and give good news to the humble, whose hearts tremble when Allah is mentioned, and who are patient in their afflictions, and who keep up prayer and spend of what we have given them. That's me. I might be poor, but guess what? I don't never want for anything. Never. Because I rely on my Father God. And he sustains me in everything. And the camels, we have made them of the signs appointed by Allah for you. For you therein is much good. So mention the name of Allah on them standing in a row. Then when they fall down on their sides, eat of them and feed the contented one and the beggars. One and the beggar, Thus have we made them subservient to you, that you may be grateful. Nor their flesh, nor their blood reaches Allah, but to him is acceptable observance of duty on your part. Thus has he made them subservient to you, that you may magnify Allah for guiding you aright. Now he's talking about, I want to say something on that before it gets too. Now he's talking about over the animal kingdom. I want you to remember that, not over people, okay? He didn't say so people have to. Why do we have to be subservient? It doesn't say people have to be subservient. It said the animals beneath the human. Go on. And give good news to those who do good to others. Surely Allah defends those who believe. That's why I was just saying. She's arrogant. Okay, I'm arrogant. I sure am. I'm going to be arrogant for God too. I sure am. I'm going to be arrogant for God, so whenever it's time, I know where I'm going to go zoop right to wherever, you know. I'm not going to be in no consistent turmoil in the afterlife. Because I answered the call. And they're not asking you to be perfect. They're asking you to choose a side. Surely Allah loves not one who is unfaithful, ungrateful.